You did exactly what they told you to do. You studied. You worked hard. You climbed the ladder. You are making more money today than you were 5 years ago. So why does it feel like you are poorer? This is the silent anxiety of the modern middle class. You are running faster on the treadmill, but the finish line keeps moving further away. You blame your spending habits. You blame the price of groceries. You blame the housing market. But what if the problem isn't you? What if the problem is the very thing you are working so hard to acquire? Welcome back to Vaulted. Today, we are opening the file on the greatest financial illusion of the modern era. We are going to look at the hidden architecture of the economy, the systemic mechanics of currency, and why the system requires you to struggle. This is the debt trap design, and once you see how it works, you will never look at a dollar the same way again. To understand why you are struggling, you must first unlearn what you think you know about money. Most people believe that money represents stored value, energy that you expended, captured in a piece of paper or a digital number, ready to be deployed later. That used to be true, but not anymore. In the modern financial system, money is not a physical asset. It is a unit of debt. When you take out a loan for a car or a house, the bank does not go to a vault and pull out someone else's savings to give to you. They type numbers into a computer. They create that currency out of thin air, backed by nothing but your promise to pay it back with interest. Every single dollar, euro, or pound in circulation today was borrowed into existence by someone. If all debts in the world were paid off tomorrow, the entire money supply would vanish. You are trading your most finite resource, your time, for an infinite resource that a central bank can create with a keystroke. And that brings us to the hidden tax that is quietly draining your life savings. We call it inflation. The media tells you inflation is when prices go up, but that is a lie of misdirection. Prices are not going up. The purchasing power of your currency is going down. Imagine a pizza cut into 8 slices. If you suddenly cut that same pizza into 16 slices, you do not have more pizza. You just have smaller slices. When governments and central banks print trillions of new currency units to fund deficits, bail out corporations, or stimulate the economy, they are not creating new wealth. They are stealing the purchasing power from the money already sitting in your bank account. But the pain of inflation is not distributed equally. In economics, this is known as the Cantillon Effect. The people closest to the money printer, governments, massive corporations, and elite financial institutions get to spend the new money first before prices rise. By the time that money trickles down to your paycheck through a 3% annual raise, the cost of housing, food, and energy has already skyrocketed by 10%. You are being silently taxed without ever voting for it. This system creates 2 distinct classes of people: the labor class and the asset class. The labor class believes the path to wealth is saving currency. They put their cash in a savings account, yielding 2%, while the true rate of inflation burns it at 8%. They are mathematically guaranteed to lose. They are trapped in the work, spend, repeat matrix. The asset class plays a completely different game. They know that currency is designed to lose value, so they do not hold currency. They hold hard assets. real estate, businesses, commodities, equities. When the government prints more money, the prices of these assets explode upward. The elite do not get rich because they work 1,000,000 times harder than you. They get rich because they own the things that absorb the newly printed money. They use debt as a weapon to acquire assets, while the middle class uses debt to acquire liabilities like depreciating cars and consumer goods. The system is not broken. It is functioning exactly as it was designed to. It extracts wealth from those who do not understand money and transfers it to those who do. But now you see the architecture. Escaping the treadmill requires a radical shift in psychology. You must stop thinking like a consumer of goods and start thinking like an accumulator of assets. You must trade the currency they can print for the scarce resources they cannot. The exit is not easy, but the alternative is a lifetime of running in place. Thank you for stepping into the vault. If you are ready to stop playing by their rules, hit the subscribe button. We do not follow the noise, we follow the silence. Until next time.